beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll... this drive in their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Leaves it with the back. It's a seam wide open. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Wants to throw. It's Reed. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move to the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
It's so nice to be an offense on second down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots if I want to. I can just act like I'm going to run and try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27th. How long have the Aggies been fishing for jumbo plays like that one?
Just dying for it. They just want high-flying offense. They want fun. They want excitement. They had it back in the day with Johnny Manziel. Been searching for those big-time plays, that big-time offense since that point.
Using his legs, it's Moss. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
Man, the defense is doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Little touch pass to the receiver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. To throw, it's Reed. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
After the miss, no change in the score.
You can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to seize momentum right out of the gate to get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. If they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of those types of opportunities.
And off from the shotgun. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Looking to scramble. Caught near the sticks. It's Humphries. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the 1st.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Wide receiver going in motion. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Starts to scramble to the left. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback. but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. The 20, 10, and he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies!
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And Davey, you know, it's funny, I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
Fair catch, called for and made. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the run, it's Frazier. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Caught over the middle, it's Branch. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket this slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Branch.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Shotgun snap on third down. The quick out. Still running at the 40. It's a running room. Touchdown, Georgia. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They've got a first down here to open the period. Power football with the run. Turning it on. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Running the ball's in the Aggies' DNA. I mean, that dates back to the Junction boys.
It's the physicality. They find those guys up front that can make holes, and I think that's when you've seen the great A&M teams. Really good offensive line, paving the way for those backs and those great teams they've had.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Here comes the heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Well, he did what he was coached to do. He threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, as he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Looking for a man. It's Reed. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. They'll run play action. Here's the pressure. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
And on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll give it to the back. Oh, better look out. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, it's an electrifying run. You think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker and his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that rotation, though, because he's got those types of skills.
Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
He's going for the big play. Got it in stride at the 15. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. I mean, you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety. That's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Give to the running back. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Got his man. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Third down is a big factor in games. It's something I know this offense in particular practices often throughout the week, but they just haven't been able to get it done so far in this game on these critical downs. That time, quarterback can't link up with his guy, and they've got to find a better way of being more efficient on third.
This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He's got it, first down and more. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Quarterback may change this route. The run from the shotgun. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Texas A&M going up tempo.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Steps away. Throws into the middle of the field. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football. They have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And the extra point is good. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Going to the ground. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to.
There he goes! Turning on the Jets! Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. The Dogs, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Quickly to the tight end. He gets it up the midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Shakes off the defender. Past the sticks, and he may get more. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
They march to the red zone, and here they go. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Operating in the red zone here on second down. To the ground with the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And I love this defense being ready at the end of the half, playing the 2-minute situation beautifully, forcing the turnover here now, a chance to break this tie, get some points. Nice execution by this defense late in the first half.
Here's the handoff. He breaks a tackle. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
You've heard us talk about it a million times. Find the tight end in the red zone. Use the big bodies, right? Well, they do. And he drops it. God, that is not normal for the tight end position. These are the guys you depend on down here in this area.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. It is good. And they've regained the lead.
Well, they're able to get a field goal, put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. They would like to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Reed. Fires on the move. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on first down. Throwing right. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
They were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Here's a heat. Scrambling away. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot. But the flag is down. Let's check the call. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
3rd down and short is exactly what you want on offense because you can run the football, make the defense suck up, but you can also throw it. Nice execution, 3rd and short.
Touchdown, Texas A&M. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Trying to burn this defensive back. He's got it at the 30. Off and running. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Dogs! He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Moss. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking for a crease. It's Moss. There he goes. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. At midfield, he's got room. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so
wide open spaces. Touchdown, Aggies. Once he got some room, it was over. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
big-time playmaker. He can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
He'll bring it out. It's Jones. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 30. Past the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Georgia.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Moss. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Send the tight end in motion. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to look.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Pocket breaking down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bussey. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Craver. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. The offense changing the play. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Bussey.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Hand off for the gun. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
That's caught. It's Owens. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football game.
Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the 1st down and avoid settling for the field goal. With the catch, it's Concepcion. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Wants to throw it. Pressure coming. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And after that incompletion on 3rd and long, because of where they are in the field and because they have a narrow lead, you'd expect this team to just go ahead, kick the field goal, and take the points.
The official says no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from the game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The give to the tailback. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They go to the ground. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
All right, so I know the defense is going to be aggressive, right? They got their stop. They forced a third down. How aggressive does the offense want to be in response? Because if I throw the football, get a first down, I can run this clock almost out. This defense has to make a choice, but this offense, how aggressive do you want to be?
And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. They're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball, too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Gonna take a shot. Makes a grab on the shot. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Nice job executing the 4-minute offense. You know, they practice this throughout the week, having a lead late in the game, running plays to just get enough to get first downs to stay on the field, and they're executing this 4-minute offense to perfection.
The Bulldogs look to keep this drive humming. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Thomas. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. They could tie the game here with a field goal, but instead looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. Breaks the tackle. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the 4th quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Makes a move. Got a little room. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
Yeah, and those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Branch. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Off play action on 1st down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. It's second and long. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Going to swing it on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's dealt. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. And the Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if it's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Lets it fly. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, they're not able to hook up there, but considering this guy already has 2 touchdown catches in this game, now the offensive coordinator is dialing up more passes his way. And you know the quarterback, he's got like a sonar on him. He's always aware of where he is, and I like the idea. I'm going to keep throwing this guy the football and see if he can get another touchdown.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Dogs come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. He's loose. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. The Dogs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll give it to him again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll try the outside to the left. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. Timeout called by the defense. 23 seconds left on the clock.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those 2 teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these 2 squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports.